How's everyone doing this evening? Welcome here to Evangelical United Church of Christ. It has turned out to be a beautiful evening here in Tell City. It's been kind of rainy and dreary all day, but the sun has come out and it's just a gorgeous evening. I'm glad that you have chosen to spend just a very brief few minutes with us. I'm going to ask you to do a favor. If you've been tuning in for the last couple of weeks or times that we've done this Facebook Live, some people have said they've experienced some trouble hearing, so we have turned the volume up on the iPad, so hopefully that works. But to help us out, could you give us a thumbs up or type good evening or whatever, or make a comment about whether you're having trouble hearing or not, so it helps us. Also helps if you do just nothing simply but thumbs up. It helps us to track who is watching, how many people are watching, and we're doing some statistics that is tied to that, and that would help us out tremendously if we would do that. We're going to read our second little short essay from Max Lucado's book, When God Whispers Your Name. The title of this short chapter is entitled, Why Jesus Went to Parties. I was planning to write a chapter on 12 verses this week, but I never got past the second verse. Not supposed to do that. Supposed to present the entire story. I meant to. I really did, but I got stuck. The second verse wouldn't release me. It took me hostage. So I spent the whole lesson on one verse. Captivating little phrase it was. I'll tell you about it after I set the stage. Picture 6 men walking on a narrow road. The gold dome explodes behind them, stretching shadows ahead. Early morning chill has roads snugly sashed. Great sparkles of diamonds of dew. The men's faces are eager but calm. Their leader is confident but unknown. They call him Rabbi. He looks more like a laborer, and well, he should, for he spent far more time building than teaching. This week, teaching has begun. Where are they going? To the temple to worship? To the synagogue to teach? To the hills to pray? They haven't been told, but they each have their own idea. John and Andrew expect to be led into the desert. That's where the previous teacher had taken them. John the Baptist would guide them into the barren hills, and for hours they would pray. For days they would fast. For the Messiah they would yearn, and now the Messiah is here. Surely he'll do the same. Everybody knows that a Messiah is a holy man. Everybody knows that self-denial is the first step to holiness. Surely God's voice is first heard by hermits. Jesus is leading us into solitude. At least that's what John and Andrew think. Peter has another opinion. Peter is a man of action. A roll up your sleeves kind of guy. A stand up and say it sort of fellow. He likes the idea of going somewhere. God's people need to be on the move. Probably taking us somewhere to preach, he's thinking to himself. And as they walk, Peter is outlining his own sermon, should Jesus need a breather. Nathanael would disagree. Come and see, his friend Philip had invited. So he came. And Nathanael liked what he saw. In Jesus, he saw a man of deep thought, a man of meditation, a heart of contemplation, a man who, like Nathanael, had spent hours under the fig tree reflecting on the mysteries of life. Nathanael was convinced that Jesus was taking him to a place to ponder, a quiet house on a distant mountain. That's where we were going. And what about Philip? What was he thinking? He was the only apostle with a Gentile name. When the Greeks came looking for Jesus, it was Philip they approached. Perhaps he had Greek connections. Maybe Philip had a heart for Gentiles. If so, he was hoping this journey was a missionary one. Out of Galilee, out of Judea, into a distant land. Did such speculation occur? Who knows? I know it does today. I know Jesus' followers often enlist with high aspirations and expectations. Disciples step in line with unspoken yet heartfelt agendas. Lips poised to preach to thousands. Eyes fixed on foreign shores. I know where Jesus will take me, the young disciples claim. And so they, like the first five, follow. And they, like the first five, are surprised. Maybe it was Andrew who asked it, perhaps Peter. Could be all that approached Jesus, but I wager that at some point in the journey the disciples expressed their assumptions. So, Rabbi, where are you taking us? To the desert? No, opines another. He's taking us to the temple. To the temple, challenges a third. We're on our way to the Gentiles. Then a chorus of confusion breaks out and ends only when Jesus lifts his hand and says softly, we're on our way to a wedding. Silence. John and Andrew look at each other. A wedding, they say? John the Baptist would have never gone to a wedding. Why, there's drinking and laughter and dancing. And noise, Philip chimes in. How can you meditate in a noisy wedding? Or preach in a wedding, Peter adds. Why would we go to a wedding? Good question. Why would Jesus, on his first journey, take his followers to a party? Didn't they have work to do? Didn't he have principles to teach? Wasn't his time limited? How would a wedding fit in his purpose on earth? Why did Jesus go to a wedding? The answer is found in the second verse of John 2, the verse I could not pass. Jesus and his followers were also invited to the wedding. When the bride and the groom were putting the guest list together, Jesus' name was included. And when Jesus showed up with a half dozen friends, the invitation was not rescinded. Whoever was hosting this party was happy to have Jesus present. Be sure to put Jesus' name on your guest list, he might have said. He really lightens up the party. Jesus wasn't invited because he was a celebrity, because he wasn't one yet. The invitation wasn't motivated by his miracles. He hadn't performed one yet. So why did they invite him? I suppose they liked him. Big deal? I think so. I think it's significant that common folk in a little town enjoyed being with Jesus. I think it's noteworthy that the Almighty didn't act high and mighty. The Holy One wasn't holier than thou. The one who knew it all wasn't a know-it-all. The one who made the stars didn't keep his head on them. The one who owns all the stuff of earth never strutted it. Never. He could have, or how he could have, really. He could have been a name dropper. Did I ever tell you the time Moses and I went up to the mountain? He could have been a show-off. Hey, want me to beam you into the 20th century? He could have been a smart aleck. I know what you're thinking. Want me to prove it? He could have been highbrow and ugly. I got some property on Jupiter. Jesus could have been all these, but he wasn't. His purpose was not to show off, but to show up. He went to great pains to be as human as the guy down the street. He didn't need to study, but he still went to the synagogue. He had no need for income, but he still worked in the workshop. He had known the fellowship of angels and heard the harps of heaven, yet he still went to parties thrown by tax collectors. And upon his shoulders rested the challenge of redeeming creation. But he still took time to walk 90 miles from Jericho to Cana to go to a wedding. And as a result, people liked him. Oh, they were people who chaffed at his claims. They called him a blasphemer. They never called him a braggart. They accused him of hearsay, never of arrogance. He was branded as radical, but he was never called unapproachable. There's no hint that he ever used his heavenly status for personal gain. Ever. You just don't get the impression that his neighbors grew sick of his haughtiness and asked, well, who do you think made you? God? His faith made him likable, not detestable. But ours do the same. Where did he get the notion that a good Christian is a solemn Christian? Who started the rumor that the sign on the disciple was a lone face? How did we create this idea that the truly gifted are the heavy-hearted? May I state an opinion that may raise an eyebrow? May I tell you why I think Jesus went to the wedding? I think he went to the wedding to now hold on and hear me out. Let me say it before you heat the tar and pluck the feathers. I think Jesus went to a wedding to have fun. Think about it. It's been a tough season. 40 days in the desert, no food or water, standoff with the devil, a week breaking in some greenhorn Galileans, job change, he's left home. Hasn't been easy. A break would be welcome. Good meal with some good wine and some good friends. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? So off they go. His purpose was not to turn water into wine. That was a favor for friends. His purpose wasn't to show his power. The wedding host didn't even know who Jesus really was or what he did. His purpose wasn't to preach. There's no record of a sermon. Really leaves only one reason: fun. Jesus went to the wedding because he liked the people. He liked the food. Heaven forbid, he may have even wanted to swirl the bride around the dance floor a time or two. So forgive me, Deacon Dry Dust and Sister Somber Heart. I'm sorry to rain on your dirge. But Jesus was a likable fellow, and his disciples should be the same. Maybe these thoughts catch you by surprise. They do me. It's been a while since I pegged Jesus as a party lover, but he was. His foes accused him of eating too much, drinking too much, and hanging out with the wrong people. I must confess, it's been a while since I've been accused of having too much fun. How about you? We used to be good at it. What happened to us? What happened to clean joy and loud laughter? Is our neckties that choke us? Is it our diplomas that dignify us? Is it the pew that stiffens us? Couldn't we just learn to be children again? Bring out the marbles. So who cares if our shoes and our floors get scuffed up? Bring out the bat and the glove. Yeah, our muscles are going to ache. Bring out the taffy so it sticks to your teeth. Be a child again. Giggle. Dip your cookie in the milk. Take a nap. Loosen up. Don't you have some people to hug, rocks to skip? Someone needs to laugh at the Bugs Bunny cartoons. Somebody you're going to learn to paint. Might as well be now. Someday you're going to retire. Why not today? Not retire from your job, just retire from your attitude. Honestly, has complaining ever made the day any better? Has grumbling ever paid the bills? Has worrying about tomorrow ever changed it? Let someone else run the world for a while. Jesus took time to party. We should too. So that, after reading that today, it made me think about, as ministers and as all of us, what do you do to practice self-care? Let's admit it, folks. It's a crazy busy life that we have when things were normal. Going to work, running after the kids, the grandkids, errands here, errands there. Life is both physically and mentally exhausting. After a long, busy day, slow down? Do you observe a Sabbath? Do you do as little as possible one day a week? Practicing self-care is very important. It can literally save your life. We just heard that, hey, Jesus had a rough start to his ministry. He went to a party. He had fun. He let his hair down. What do I do for self-care? I love to read. I love music. I love going out in the nature. I like watching sports, but that ain't happening right now. But I like to. Our mental and physical health requires us to slow down, to take a deep breath and rest. With all these stay-at-home orders, we found a new way to occupy our time, and simply by not being in our busy routines is stressful. Even during this mental health crisis and this pandemic, we must take care of our mental health. We must continue to self-care. It is very, very important. I don't know how many of you read my article in the caller. I tried to make you laugh. It was the most fun I've ever had writing the caller. It was just fun. Laughter's good for the soul. Find some comedy to watch on TV. It's so stupid, it's just funny. Read a comic strip. Watch funny dachshund videos. Well, Bobby and Hallie and myself, we only have to watch Hallie's Dachshund Linus. He's a comedy show with all himself. Go and make yourself slow down. Practice some self-care. Let me pray. Gracious and loving God, thank you for this bright and beautiful evening that it's turned out to be. We thank you for allowing us time to let our hair down and to let us practice and get reacquainted with self-care. Allow us the time, allow us the patience, allow us the opportunity to continue the self-care. In Jesus' name, amen. Folks, I'll see you Sunday, 10 o'clock, worship here, EUCC. Have a great night.